When I was younger, I definitely preferred animal films to any other kind of film, and as such, Babe was one of my favourites. This was released in 1995, directed by Chris Noonan. Screenplay is by George Miller, based on the novel by Dick King-Smith. I haven't read the book. Surprisingly, I never read it. But if you have read it and you know how it compares, I would love to know what the differences are, or if it is basically like for like. So feel free to let me know. And this is about a little pig called Babe who was raised by sheepdogs. And he learns to herd sheep. And he becomes a very impressive pig, and they get to show him off. And it's all about his little journey and hurdles that he comes up against. And there are some issues, as you know, not every farm animal wants to accept this pig as being a pig dog, a sheep pig. Sheep pig's the right way to say that. And obviously, he is a talking pig to the other animals. And the story is told through Babe's perspective, and we get to hear his thoughts and things. And I think the thing that makes this film work above everything else, yes, the interesting narrative. He's a talking pig. He herds sheepdogs. Or he herds sheep as a sheepdog, sorry. But what makes this work for me is just how absolutely ridiculously adorable he is. Babe is a really, really adorable pig. And whenever I see him, my heart melts. And I'm not a big pig fan. I'm not one of those people who would love a teacup pig. I'm not that bothered. But he really is absolutely adorable. And as a child growing up, that was really interesting. And even now, I love the quality of seeing Babe trotting along and interacting with the other animals and being around the humans. Visually, it is such an adorable film. The narrative is interesting for a child. For an adult, the narrative isn't that complicated. It's not that complex. It probably won't engage you too much. It is rated universal, so it's completely family friendly, but I think it's more geared towards children. But if you're watching it with a child, I think you'll find it fun and interesting. It's not a tedious watch or anything. It was actually nominated for an Oscar, which I would not have expected. It was nominated for several, but it won the Best Effects, Visual Effects. It was actually nominated for Best Picture, Best Actor in a Supporting Role to James Cromwell, Best Director, Best Writing, Best Art Direction, and Best Film Editing. And it won the Golden Globes Award for Best Motion Picture. And I still think that that's bonkers. Like, I truly, absolutely love this film. I definitely love this film. But to think that it won such prestigious awards, I never would have assumed that. But that's just absolutely fantastic. It was up against some pretty interesting films as well. It was up against Sense and Sensibility, Il Postino, Apollo 13, and the winner, Braveheart. So I don't think it stood a chance, but that's really incredible that it won an Oscar and was nominated for Best Picture. Absolutely incredible. The voice of Babe is Christine Cavanaugh, who is most known for things like Dexter's Lab and the Rugrats. She voices Chucky in the Rugrats, or I guess voiced. She passed away in 2014, unfortunately. And we have some great cast in there as well. We have Miriam Margolyes, Hugo Weaving. Really fantastic. Obviously, as a child, none of these names meant anything to me. I don't think I ever realised that Babe was voiced by the person who voices Chucky. Brilliant voice acting. Lovely film. Very sweet. Good fun. Visually stunning, as the Oscar suggests. I don't think it would have been worth Best Picture, but I do think it is brilliant. Apparently, according to the trivia on IMDb, the talking pig is a combination of 48 real Yorkshire pigs plus an animatronic double. The makeup artist added toupee and eyelashes to each, and computer digitization manipulated pictures of the snout to make the pig appear to talk. It's great. If you haven't seen it, definitely watch it. I think even if it's not a nostalgic film for you, I think you'll still enjoy it. It is really good, really sweet. It's one I'd watch again.